Peace, beautiful people. It is your girl, the real Tony Hickman, and I am coming to you today with another video about a dream I had last night. And I was visited by someone in my dream, and it was a man. It was a white Jewish man. Okay, and that's all I can share because he told me don't share anything. So, but there's a message that came from this dream that I want to share with you. How often are you making excuses for yourself? Right? Because this is the message, and I'm gonna get to it. And how often do we live completely in our truth? I mean, completely in our truth, where we are not allowing our brain to convince us, or our ego to convince us that we don't need to be obedient to what our spirit is demanding of us. And I know this is a problem in society as a whole, because we all are not listening completely to spirit. But if we were, we would be growing more aligned within ourselves. But there are so many ways that we get in our own way. We get in our own way through fears of confrontation, fears of denial, denial within ourselves. Like, we'll know we need to do a thing. We'll know that we need to set some goals and accomplish them. And we instead allow our ego to convince our spirit, or no, to override our spirit into doing the thing that leans toward laziness, that leans toward us not reaching our full potential. But what if we started leaning toward testing ourselves in our fullest potential? What comes from that? What will come when we completely lean into our best self? With all of us, with all parts of us. And some of us may be leaning in one area and lacking in another, right? We may have one area completely intact, and the other area is completely voided. It's completely avoided, ignored, and not acknowledged at all. But what if we actually start being completely obedient to spirit? What comes from that? What comes from that extreme discipline of being completely disciplined to spirit? Even getting 80% there. What comes from it? We don't know yet, because a lot of us have not done it. I'm one of those people. I know it's possible. I know that we are capable of doing these things. I know we are capable of being amazing beyond our own belief. But if we are not focusing on building ourselves past what we think we're supposed to be, who we think we are, and building our internal self, rebuilding our internal self, and breaking down those ideas that no longer serve us, those identities that no longer serve us. I'm kind of going through that right now. I wouldn't call it an identity crisis, but letting go of identity within itself. Because I'm not who I was, and who I'm becoming is unknown, right? But I acknowledge that I acknowledge my own bullshit. I acknowledge when I am getting in my own way, and I have gotten in my own way most of my life. So then the idea is, how do we fix it? How do we fix ourselves? How do we go in with judgment, but pure judgment, pure, I guess, giving ourselves a pure analysis of where we are, what we're doing wrong, how we need to correct ourselves in all ways. I'm talking about in our personalities, in our discipline in exercise, our discipline in our spiritual work, our discipline in our health and diet, our discipline in our physical work, our discipline in our financial work, our discipline in controlling our emotions and our heart. And when I say controlling, I don't mean, and especially I'm talking about the heart, but I don't mean controlling in the sense of not allowing yourself to love, but controlling it in a way that we attract the right love to us. Can you look at the ways that you are doing so many things incorrectly? Because I promise, I pick stuff out and I'm just like, golly. But what if we correct? What if we really become? What if we step into something that we don't even know what it is? We just decide to be completely disciplined in who we are becoming. The book of Joshua is on YouTube in audio. I suggest that a lot of y'all listen to it. It's very in-depth and interesting, and it shows you yourself as well. So go to that book, find that book, and listen to it when you have silence and you can be alone, so you can take in the message. And then see how it hits your spirit. See how there are ways in there that are helping you see yourself. And that's all I got to say about that today. I love y'all. Peace.